was just I was just wondering why, and I would like to ask you this: why
Hmm.
you decide to keep in focus the glass with the alcohol and not the girl?
I don't know. My solution was that it will be history that one guy is sitting, and it's a little bit like a mirage girl. We don't know it's really true or not true.
Okay, because probably the common idea probably could be like
Hmm.
keeping focus the girl, right?
Ah,
But
okay, going to try it exactly. You're
no, no,
right.
no, no, no.
Hmm.
Actually, it is the opposite. I really like that you decide to focus the glass and not the girl because the common idea probably it's keeping focus the girl. And I think it's working really good. Yeah, I
Okay.
think it's working really good.
It was funny to watch
Uh,
this girl by the
yeah,
bottle.
have you tried to create like a macro version of this close-up? Because
Mm-mm,
this is
no.
definitely this is like a general close-up, right?
But I was
You
created
remember?
exactly by this way how we was learned before
Yeah, yeah. So check
for
this.
composition
Check this.
things.
Yeah, check this, please. Probably you can try it also like a
Mm-hmm.
macro. Do you remember that we have
Yep,
like
yep. Mm-hmm.
two approach, right? The general close-up when you introduce many elements, and the macro close-up when you introduce less elements, right? And it's more specific, right? So probably I can just suggest you from time to time try both of them when you're testing, when you're experimenting. So you can try both of them. So
Mm-hmm.
check this. Yeah. What about to do this? This could be like the macro version of the close.
To create one records like this, but only by the glass or with H3 too?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, it's more about to create a more minimalistic composition
Mm-hmm.
with less elements,
Yep.
right? Yeah. So yeah. Also, you can have this second variation of the closeout where you are
Yeah.
not going to introduce the girl, but it's
Mm-hmm.
more something like more a specific closeout,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
just like this. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, it's working good. I really like it. Congratulations. Also, really nice bouquet shapes, by the way. Really, really nice.
My
Yeah, it's a
favorite one
nice
shape.
detail. Yeah, yeah. Also, I see. I think that is your favorite as well. Yeah, it's here.
Mm-hmm.
Here is pretty much in every single reflection, right? So yeah, looks good. The amount of blur also is the right amount, so I think it's working really nice. It's not too much aggressive, but also it's not really subtle. In my opinion, it's just perfect amount of blur effect.
It's
Great.
exactly same bar that was created before. Exactly
Mm-hmm.
same place, but now with the bar place because I can change
Yeah,
the
yeah. I can
creative space.
recognize the walls. Yeah, I can recognize the bricks on the walls.
Yeah, and the plants and
Yeah,
window.
good, good, good.
So I need to create one more close up. Let me to create for me reminder for these things that I will create it.
Yeah,
More close up.
sure, sure, sure. Oh, did you practice more? So you're going to send me another image?
No, no, no. Only this one. It's
Oh, okay, okay.
everything
So
that I
you
was
need to,
created during for this
yeah,
time.
you need to practice and create more close-ups, right?
Okay,
Okay,
more
okay,
close up.
great, fantastic. So now let's continue with our course. And yeah, this session is going to be really short. Don't worry. Today we're going to talk about
Mm-hmm.
probably one of the best characteristics that Corona can offer you. And of
Yep.
course, I'm talking about light mix. Have you tried to play light mix before, or
Oh,
it is
let
your
me to
first time?
remember. I think that maybe by the course that we created by architecture, no? We didn't do it. I don't
Yeah,
remember
we
about what we're
yeah
speaking.
we haven't studied light mix in the exterior course.
Exterior.
It's
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's only that it's something that only likes to study during interior because in my opinion in
Mm-hmm.
interior it's more practical. It's going to be more useful. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
great. So pretty much what light mix is going to do, it's really simple. It's going to allow you to customize the light,
Mm-hmm.
the intensity and the color or the temperature, because technically speaking, the light has no color, right? The light has temperature, right? So
Mm-hmm.
this light
Exactly.
mix allows
Mm-hmm.
you allows you to customize the intensity and the temperature of the light even when the rendering is done.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's a super nice characteristic from Corona. Okay. So what we're going to do today is we are going to test, and I'm going to show you which are the main steps that I like to take. when I'm using light mix. It's pretty simple. Technically, there is no difficult part. Yeah. Okay. So what really is interesting about this project is the fact that I decided to use this scene from Evermotion because if you pay attention, it's the full flat model, right? It's like the full apartment. Yeah, we have here the room, the bedrooms at the background. So you have here like the living area. Here on the left, I think is for the kitchen. This area is for the kitchen. Well, it's almost the full apartment. So as you can see, I already put some artificial lights in the light
Yeah,
entrances. Yeah.
like
But
plain.
I did, yeah, but I didn't put anything here in the area where I'm going to take the render. It is the living area. I didn't put anything. Maybe any reason why I didn't put anything here?
No, I think that it will be maximum natural about the lightnings, how it's
Ex
going on by the place with shape of architecture.
it's because here is going to go inside the environmental light, the HDRI light.
Mm-hmm.
That is the reason why I'm not putting anything here is because the light from the environment, the light from the HDRI is going to go through these windows.
Aha. For
Okay?
what? For another Windows, another kind of lights?
Sorry?
Why did you create for another Windows plates? How is the name? Light
Yeah,
plan.
I'm going to explain you that
Okay,
right now.
it's okay.
Yeah. So these rectangle lights are called helpers lights, or also you can call it fill lights, right?
Mm-hmm.
These fill lights are going to help you to control the light in a very indirect way. So it's not necessary modeling the full interior, by the way. As long you put these fill lights, far away from the camera, and you don't see the light emitters in the composition, right? Can you see?
Yeah.
This is the composition, but I'm not seeing here the highlights direct. Can you see? So in other words, don't put it any light in front of the camera. Just try to put it in one side or at the back or in the upper part, okay? Because the idea is these lights must be affect the scene in a very indirect way, okay? Great. The setup of these lights are very simple. We need to follow two things. First of all, the intensity must be really high, as you can see, is
Mm-hmm.
1,000. And the Kelvin temperature must be absolutely neutral. So
Mm-hmm.
no warm, no cold. Absolutely neutral Kelvin temperature. And as an optional change you can apply is disable the visible directly option. These lights is better when they are invisible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's it. So I repeat the same in all the lights. I repeat exactly the same in all these lights. Of course, I have lights in the ceiling like this one, right? Little
Mm-hmm.
spheres. I have light here inside the lamp. Yeah, there you go. Next step. It's important to give it a name to every single light that you're going to use. For example, I call this one fill left up. This one is fill left. This one is fill right, etc., etc., etc. Okay, it's important to do that. Great. So now let's jump to the Corona render setup. Go here what says setup light mix.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, there you go. Now, in order to use light mix, we have three options. We can work with instance lights. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
if you create an instance, we can work as a grouped lights or we can work as a individual lights.
Mm-hmm.
So because here in this little example, I have no grouped, I have no instance light, every single light is independent and unique, pretty much is going to take the same amount of RAM memory. Can you
Mm-hmm.
see?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what is going to happen, for example, if I create a group? Let's find about it. So I'm going to create a group. I'm going to group these four lights. Okay.
Yeah.
So go here, group, give it a name. There you go. Now I'm going to go set up line mix again. And as you can see, when I'm working with group lights, now I'm using a little bit less of RAM memory. Can you see?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's important to understand that the amount of RAM memory that is going to take LineMix is not going to be more than the actually RAM that you have in your computer. For example, how much RAM do you have in your computer?
64
32?
gigabytes.
64? Okay. If you see something here
Mm-hmm.
close to 64, I don't know, a hypothetical example,
Mm-hmm.
60 gigabytes or 65 gigabytes, probably what you need to do is start to group it lights in order to optimize, right? In order to optimize. Okay. But actually, if you, I don't know, if you want to reach like 64 gigabytes of RAM, probably you'll have to create like a hundred lights in one single
I
scene.
think too. They will not take
Yeah,
so
because
much.
yeah, you need a lot, a lot, a lot. Okay, great. So I'm going to work as an individual lights,
As
right?
normal, it's better to work with individual or by the group scene?
Exactly.
By
It's
individual?
better.
It's better
Yeah,
by individual.
the problem when you work with groups like this case is these four lights that I already grouped, when you change the intensity or you change the temperature, all of them are going to change at the same time. Yeah, but if you work as an individual lights, every single light is going to be customizable, and you can put different intensities and different temperatures in every single light.
Yeah.
Definitely work with individual lights. It's going to be more useful, more practical. Yeah, yeah. You can try adding if you have some hidden lights. Also, you can include it. Yeah, why not? Sometimes we can use it, and that's it. I'm going to put in generate, and now let's go to the render elements, and now you can see that I have per every single light that I have here, Corona create what's the name?
Layer.
A pass. Yeah,
Pass,
a layer,
Layer,
exactly. A pass, a layer, a channel, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, great. Now, how to work with LimeMix? There are three different ways to work with LimeMix. You can do it during the interactive. So let's run the interactive. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Of course, we are not going to work in the beauty because we are going to sacrifice the beauty because if you remember, I've been using super high intensity values, right, in the lights outside. So the beauty is not going to be useful this time. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the line mix channel here, interactive line mix. Yeah. And now what I really like to do is put everything in zero. That is what I like to do. Yep, there you go. And now you can start to create your lighting concepts from the scratch by increasing, the intensity here, etc., etc., etc. Right? Yeah, you can start to customize directly your lighting concepts here. Okay. So if you prefer, you can do these as well during the rendering time. When you press, here to the final render, you can start to create your lighting concept, but it's really important save. After you are happy with the results, save the presets here in LineMix and save the presets that you have here in the tone mapping or in the post-production tab, okay? It's super important to save.
By
But
this
be careful.
by these buttons, yeah. So by the post save and for light mix save.
Yeah, actually, at the moment that you're going to save, for example, LineMix, you need to be sure that give it the proper name because can you see the extension is .conf. If you save the post-production options, also is the same extension .conf. So it's important give it like a different a different name in order to understand which one is for LineMix and which one is for post. Okay, great. And the third option in order to work with LineMix definitely is wait until the rendering is done, until the rendering is it's finished.
Yeah.
And you must save the final image as a CXR.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, in order
Yep.
to save it as a CXR, you keep pressing the click on the mouse,
Mm-hmm.
and there you go, save as a CXR.
I have tradition every time to save by CXL, only to be sure if something
Hmm.
going wrong.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. And that's it. Simple as that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, tell me.
Maybe it will be Antwort. My God, by English answer. Maybe it will be answer after. So I will ask you after. Maybe you will say. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, what we're going to do right now, of course, I'm going to stop all of this because, as you can see, it's really simple to set up Linux. By the way, for the lining for the environment, I'm using the technique that we learned before. Do you remember the overcast HDRI
Mm-hmm.
with the Corona color correct? Is the same technique all over and over again. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what is new is just put these hidden lights, these field lights, right? That is the new part. And remember, these field lights must have like a super high intensity value, right? And must be neutral. That is the two
For what
conditions,
they
right?
need to be maximum powerful by
I'm
intensity?
going to explain you. Yeah, I'm going to explain you. That is a super nice question. Let me explain you that in 2 seconds.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Why is important give it a really high intensity? Well,
Mm-hmm.
the reason is it's very interesting. The thing is, when you're working with light mix, the value that you're going to put, where is here? Yeah. Now, as you can see, this is my
Mm-hmm.
final rendering. I save it as a CXR, and now I'm able to open it with the Corona Image Editor. The Corona Image Editor basically is the Corona buffer, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's exactly is the Corona buffer. Okay, so why it's so important give it a good amount of intensity to the lights? That is the question, right? Why? Why?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the answer is because the number that you're going to put in 3ds Max, as I put 1,000, wherever the number that you put, 50, 500, 1,000, 1,000,000, here is going to be equal to 1.
Ah, okay.
Okay?
Yeah,
There
I
you go.
understand. It's more
You understand?
more detailed
Yeah,
with the
exactly.
options always go. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So right now, if I, for example, if I go to the field left and I put 1, I'm going to have 1,000 of intensity,
Absolutely.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't need 1,000. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just too much. So I'm going to reduce, 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 reduce until I feel happy. So now the technical explanation. For example, here in the lamp, I think I put it a really low value in intensity. I think I put it like 500. So if I put here 1, this is 500, the maximum amount of exposure in the light.
Mm-hmm.
But if you feel, Xenia, that is not enough, you require a more powerful intensity, obviously you're going to put 2, 3, 4, 5, 20,
3,000.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
3,000, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
This is the problem. Remember, at the beginning, I put, I think this one is 1,000.
8,000
No,
intensity.
this one is 500. Sorry.
500.
At the
Yeah, it was
beginning,
not 2,000.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
at the beginning I put 500. So 500 is going to be equal to 1. But
Mm-hmm.
if I require more, for example, I put a 2, you are asking to Corona that this must be the double of intensity. So
Mm-hmm.
now the question is how Corona is going to calculate the double if you put at the beginning only 1,000. Right now you're asking for, sorry, 500. Right now you're asking for 1,000 because you're
Mm-hmm.
putting the double.
Yeah.
So where is going to take Corona the other 500? Cannot. Corona cannot do that. That is the
Mm-hmm.
problem. Okay? So because of this, now you understand why it's so important give it a really big amount of intensity, because at the moment that you are going to go more than 1, you are going to generate noise.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So
Yeah.
you are going to generate noise. Could you give me please 1 second? I think I'm a student. Give me 1 second, please. Just
Yep.
let me tell him that I am. This is the only difficult part to understand with Linux. Sorry. Okay, now it's done.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're working with Linux, you cannot ask more light that you set up from the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very simple. Put here 50, 500, or whatever. But the problem is this is going to generate noise
Mm-hmm. I see. Yeah.
because it's impossible that Corona takes more intensity that you set up at the beginning. So
Beginning.
now you understand the reason why I set up really high values in order that do not pass above 1.
Cynthia,
Okay?
how it can to look for natural things? For example, if you put these lights and HDRI in this space doesn't work, or they're mixed, or how they're working together, or you get out these plates from HDRI map, like a.
Yeah, you can keep using HDRI. For example, let's work in our first approach. Okay, let's do the commercial approach first,
Yep.
right? Let's do the commercial. So I need a little bit of the light of the environment. Yeah, I'm not going to add more, by the way.
Yeah.
I need a little bit of left light. I need a little bit of this left up. I need a little bit of left right, right? Can you see?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to add more light in the bedrooms at the background. Yeah, there you go. Probably I can add a little bit of light in the ceiling as well. Why not? These are the lamps on the ceiling. You see? A little bit in the light in the lamp. Yeah, there you go. So now, if you want, also you can enable the bloom and glare. Because I create these with Corona 5, I'm going to be able to use the previous bloom and glare options that you find in Corona 5. For me, it's better because I don't know, it's simple to do. Yeah, yeah. And now I'm going to put like
It's 6 or
0.25.
Corona is 5?
I'm working with Corona 6 right now, but
Me too.
I created this thing with Corona 5. Because I created with Corona 5, I have this legacy option that pretty much allows you to use the Bloom and Glare version from
Uh-huh.
Corona 5.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. To be honest with you, Xenia, I don't really like the Bloom and Glare from the version 6. I don't really like this option called
Mm-hmm.
size. In my opinion, it's not useful. It's not practical.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
I prefer to work with the Bloom and Glare. Yeah, with
Mm-hmm.
version 5. In my opinion, it's more accurate. Yeah,
Okay.
there you go. Now, if you want to give it a little bit of warm temperature to the ceiling lights, yeah, you can do it. So let's add a little bit of warm here. Yeah, there you go, and also here in the lamp. This is not going to destroy anything. It's going to give it a slightly warm touch. Can you see?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's it. Now, as I mentioned before, it's important to save the presets. So go here in Line Mix, put it save, and I'm going to save it here in my desktop. I'm going to put here, I'm going to call this one commercial Line Mix, right? Now go to post, and I'm going to save this because of course I changed these values, and I'm going to put here and put it here as a commercial post, right? I'm going to
Santi,
call
what do
it.
you think? This technique with light mixer, we have a reason to use when we have exactly how you said one house with a lot of kind of
Yes,
variants. Because when you have apartment, it's
yes.
a few windows by the room, and I think it's not interesting to work with this because what's the reason? When we have big space like this and with different shapes for different ways, I think it's work. Yeah, what do you think? Or what?
I
Or
think
maybe
I think it's I think it's more I think it's more useful in interiors, to be very honest with you.
when we
For
have only two
exterior,
windows by the room and we have render for this room, I think for this
yeah,
purpose we need to use HDRI.
yeah, exactly. Because for exteriors, you already know the workflow, and Linux is not going to be, like really nice to use in exteriors. But in
Mm-hmm.
interiors, the idea is create one rendering calculation like this
Mm-hmm.
one,
Mm-hmm.
and try to create many as possible, many different moods, many different lighting concepts. So
Mm-hmm.
right now I create the commercial version of
Commercial
this
one.
scene, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Now
good.
let's create the natural version. For the natural version, I'm going to reset all the temperature of the lights, all white, and I'm going to reset to 0. I'm not going to keep in 1. Okay, I'm going to put everything with 0.
To come for 0 for everything. Yep.
Yep. When you put everything in 0, like you start from the scratch, yeah, and it's like a painting with light. Okay, what do I need for the natural approach? Only the light from the HDRI, right? The light from the environment. Yeah, if it's a little bit too much dark, you can add a little bit more of ISO as well, right? And that's it. I think this is the natural approach. We can add a little bit of...
a little bit noise for...
Oh yes, here for example was my problem. At that moment I was using a really bad quality HDRI. That is a problem that you can see noise here. Yeah. And also this is low resolution render. Can you see? It's not like 2K, 3K. It was a test. I need to do like a new rendering with better, with more passes and less noise. Yeah. Great. So I'm going to use, for example, the bloom in order to generate something like the bloom or the, yeah, can you see? Like the fog, but in the natural approach. Yeah, there you go.
This noise can to be when you use some not quality, not with good quality HDRI.
Yeah, the noise is going to be visible. That is the reason why I recommend BG Skies. Yeah, BG Skies are the best. Yeah, BG Skies, Overcast 0902, like I'm using in this one. But of course, this is the old version. I think I shared with you the latest version, the version 5. Yeah, that is the best version. That is not going to produce this problem, by the way.
One short question. Maybe you have this one. Maybe you saw somewhere. I would like to found because for the next homework, and I would like to create a project with big glasses and that it will be a view for mountains. And I didn't found nowhere this HDRI map. Maybe you saw somewhere with mountains, like one house and village nearest of mountains, because I didn't found nowhere this. And maybe you saw somewhere. Maybe you saw. If no, it's okay. Only because I can't find.
Well, I mean, could be better if you can send me the image because I don't remember.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Perfect.
So if you send me the image, yeah, definitely I can help you. Yeah.
Super. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Great. So yeah, this is a natural. Yeah, simple as that, right? No exposure compensation, a lot of shadows. Do you remember the main characteristics? You already, right? So yeah. Once again, I'm going to do the same. Go to Limix and save it. Now the question, why it's necessary save it? Because sometimes you can do these for a client, send a low resolution render and do this for a client. If the client is happy with the result, you are going to rendering these with, I don't know, 3K, 4K resolution. And when the rendering is finished, what you need to do is just select here the load option, right? Go here, commercial Limix, and just load it. Go to post, load commercial post, and there you go. That is your lighting concept. And now you are able to see save, your final image. That is why it's so important. Save the presets that you are going to develop here.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Now let's work, for example, in a blue hour. Let's work in a blue hour mood. The commercial night mood. Well, kind of commercial, kind of natural night mood. So just let me reset all on 0. And the first versions of Corona was an option here, all to 0. But I don't know why they changed it and they put it all to 1 now. Yeah, so sadly.
Santi, it's not work as a system when you click nearest of these symbols for up and down by the right.
Yeah, exactly.
It's work.
This is going to put 1. Yeah, if you do right click. Yeah, it's going to be 1. Yeah, that is the problem.
It's every time by the 0.
I don't know. It's funny. Yeah, 0 is better because it allows you to start, more accurate. But when you do right click in this sign, in these symbols, yeah, sadly it's going to take you to 1 by default. Great. Okay, so let's do like a beautiful blue hour. Okay, I need the help of the environment. I need to change the temperature in the environment. I'm going to make like a cold environment, right? There you go. and not too much saturated, probably something like this.
How it's
Okay.
painting now HDRI map or not? Or only painting by environment like it's a simple environment?
The environment it's with HDRI inside.
Yeah, and now
Yeah.
you are painting
Yeah.
HDRI, so it will work with the
Yeah,
same like a
exactly.
uh-huh.
Exactly. Right now I'm changing the color in the HDRI. Right now it's not neutral anymore. Right now I'm creating like a bluish purple HDRI. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Great. So now I'm going to go in the fill left and I'm going to give it a little bit of touch of warm light. Yeah. Enable a little bit. Yeah. So duplicate, you can drag and drop. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to use exactly the same amount of warmth. For example, this warmth could be a little bit more reddish, for example. You see, it's a
Yeah.
slightly different, right?
Mm-hmm.
Increase a little bit the fill left up, and there you go. I have a beautiful warm light from the kitchen. Can you see the transition? How
Yeah.
beautiful it is from warm to cold?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably this one I'm going to make it not purple, but I'm going to make it a slightly more bluish. Yeah, probably it could be like this. Yeah, there you go.
I have
Now,
a question actually.
yeah, tell me.
Santi, can I ask you? I see now that from the windows it's looking like it's very high lightning by the shape of.
Yes, if you want to remove that, basically what you need to do is decrease the intensity, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to look overexposed
Mm-hmm.
because you are increasing a lot, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So probably if you need something more bluish, you need to decrease this and probably, I don't know, try to do like this, for example. Yeah, but depending of the intensity, it's impossible to have blue amount and no
That's what I mean.
slightly overexposed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Maybe by
yeah,
Photoshop after to change, for example, that it will look more.
probably could be a good
Yeah.
idea. Yeah, why
Mm-hmm.
not?
Makes
Desaturate a little
sense.
bit
Yeah.
here or reduce the exposure in
Mm-hmm.
this area. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. But also it's a really interesting question. Sadly, both things are working together. Can you see?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, great. Yeah, I think right now looks good. Okay. Now I'm going to play with the lights in the bedroom. In the background, bedroom 1, bedroom 2, so I can drag and drop once again these colors. And right now I would like to create a more like a pinky version of this color, right? No like completely yellowish or orange. Can you
Mm-hmm.
see how different it is?
Yeah. Very different.
Yeah, there you go. Also in this one I would like to make it slightly more yellowish. There you go. Can you see how beautiful it starts to look? The colors, all the colors are warm, right? The colors from the light are warm, but it's not the same warm. Can you see?
Exactly.
Every single every single time I'm changing this,
Mm-hmm.
right? And this is the result. So I'm going to drag and drop this color here. I'm going to enable the lamp. I'm going to drag and drop this color here in the ceiling, and I prefer this one goes slightly more yellowish. Yeah, like this. Yeah, now I'm going to enable the light from the ceiling. And as you can see, in none of these options, I'm adding more than one. All these values that I'm using are under one. That is going to avoid to generate noise. Okay, that is going to avoid to generate noise. By the way, I have here a fill right that probably I can use like a dark blue.
You mean that more than 0 0.1?
No, more than one. If you put here
If I put
1.2,
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, if
Mm-hmm.
you put 1.2, 1.5, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, that is going to generate noise.
Mm-hmm.
But if you keep your values, as you can see, under one, you are not going to generate extra noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Now I'm going to add bloom and glare. Yeah, looking nice. I think this glare is looking really natural. I will add a little bit of vignetting as well. And probably I can add a little bit more of cold temperature to this side. Yeah, there you go. Probably a little bit more of saturation could be. Yeah, probably Something like this is going to be good. Yeah, and these lights are going to make it even warmer, so I'm going to add slightly more touch of saturation in these lights. Yeah, better, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there you go. I have like a beautiful, beautiful night mood, beautiful night, warm, cold mood. Yeah,
Yep.
this is how you can create this. So far we have three different moods: commercial, natural, and this one like night mood.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the idea. Can you see? Do not generate multiple rendering calculations. Only with one rendering calculation, you are going to be able to customize and save the presets. That is the important part, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm going to show you like how can I say, like a experimental lighting concept that I create.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put load. Here I call it experimental. And also I'm going to load what I did in post. Load experimental post.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah. So once again, it's all about your imagination. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For
Mm-hmm.
example, here I know that I'm doing wrong. I know that I'm doing wrong because I'm using 10 in the background light. You see, I'm using 4 in the lamp. That is going to generate noise. That is the reason why you need to give it a super high intensity value from the beginning
Mm-hmm.
in order that never go above 1.
Was that one?
If you
Mm-hmm.
go above 1, that is going to generate artifacts on the image.
Mm-hmm. I think this picture it is so by your way. How I can to say? You can to see and to think. Okay, maybe it's centigrated. A little bit warm, a little bit
Probably it's because
foggy,
the
and the
blooming
cold
layer.
and blurring and.
Exactly. And actually, it's not foggy because I'm not using fog. I'm
Mm-hmm.
faking the fog using the blooming layer. That
Yeah.
pretty much visually is working very similar. Now, let's mix a little bit what we learned in the previous lesson
Mm-hmm.
with this. Check this out. I'm going to go to my Instagram account,
Yeah.
and as you know, this is where I really like to save, right? This is where I really like to save my reference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the majority of my references are here. Yeah.
Where you found them? I don't know every time.
Yeah. So let me find a really interesting picture
Where you found
with
all these
night.
amazing pictures? I can understand. Really. Look at
If you
this.
want, you can follow me. If you want, you can follow me in Instagram. I
I
have one
follow you.
Instagram for
Ah, it's a
the
special
3D.
one.
Yeah, this is my
Ah.
personal Instagram. Yeah, I have
Uh-huh.
two. Yeah, this is where I post mostly what I do in my personal life,
Mm-hmm.
sports, my little son, my family, and things like that. And the other one is only about work,
By the
you
work
know,
things.
only
Mm-hmm.
about work.
I
Yeah.
understand.
So if you follow me here, you can go where here the people that I like to follow, and
Mm-hmm.
here you're going to find all these amazing sorry
Artist or I understand
yeah,
what you mean.
exactly,
Mm-hmm.
Instagram accounts where I really like to take as inspirational material source. So for example, this is one I love. This Midnight Dreaming. It's absolutely beautiful. This
Wee.
guy, this guy, he loves to take pictures during the night. He has an amazing approach for night and colors. Can you imagine how beautiful is? I mean, for me, this is super inspirational.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is the kind of things that really is like gasoline for my creativity. Yeah,
I understand you perfectly. Oh, look, where is this window? Where he found it? Oh my God.
yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful Instagram account. So I've been following this for a while, and I have plenty of more Instagram accounts where that you can also follow.
Mm-hmm.
And and yeah, you can take advantage of that. So let me show you another one that I really like. There is one that is called what is the name? Sorry, when I see it, I'm going to remember. It's like no, 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 no. Think Very Film, also one of my favorites. Another one is Inspired Portrait, also. This is from Greece. Beautiful account. No, but there is another one that I don't remember the name that I can recommend you. No, no. It's with magazine, but it's not this one. Is I don't remember the name. Well, I don't know. You can find it here. I don't follow too many people, to be honest. Just a few one. And rather than follow famous people or something like that, I prefer to follow these accounts that, in my opinion, are pure inspirational material.
So
Yeah. So I really love this kind of styles, this kind of colors because it's so much different. They
mm-hmm.
are so unique. The colors, the ideas, the concepts. Uh, I don't know. I really love this kind of filmic approach in the images.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I understand you
and
perfectly. It's really look amazing.
yeah. So the colors, So yeah. So just give it a look. Give it a look in my following my Instagram personal account. Of course, I'm going to accept you because personal account is just for close friends and family only. But if you follow me, if you send me here a notification, of course I'm going to accept you. So yeah, can you see beautiful
Super.
images all the time? All the time, these guys are posting interesting concepts. This one with a mirror. Can you see?
Mm-hmm.
Has a
Mm-hmm.
mirror
Mm-hmm.
on it. Yeah, but the golden color, it's beautiful. The golden color for a sunset, for example, it's amazingly natural. The color.
Absolutely.
So yeah, you can copy the colors, you can copy the idea, you can copy the mood, or you can use these for extract the color, right? As we
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
learned in this course, right? If you see that there is some picture that has beautiful colors on it, I don't know, like this shade of pinks or whatever, yeah, you can just sample the colors, right? Do the color
Super.
extraction. Oh, this is beautiful, these colors. Can you
Yeah.
see how
Mm-hmm.
beautiful the shades of purple? And here you have these colors. Yeah,
Ой,
beautiful.
как
Yeah,
радиирует. Мгм.
yeah, beautiful, beautiful. So this is what I'm going to do right now. I'm
Okay.
going to do the color extraction.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the color extraction, but I'm going to apply to Linux. That sounds interesting, right? That sounds interesting. So let me show you. Yeah, this is my collection. So I found the other day an exterior that I really like it. I really, really do. How beautiful is this idea? Don't you
You.
think?
Very cool.
It's so much beautiful. I know that is like a science fiction concept,
Mm-hmm.
art concept, but it's amazingly good. I really like it. So I found the other day a picture that was a deck with sheeps, and but what I really took my attention was the colors the colors were so beautiful in my opinion, really unique. I really love Green Knights. I
Mm-hmm.
really do. Or check this beautiful reference for exterior.
Yeah.
It's amazing the kind. Oh, this is Filming Streets. This is the account that also I
Mm-hmm.
can
Mm-hmm.
highly recommend. Filming Street. So let me show you. The other day I found a really cool. Oh, this one, this one. I love these colors. I don't know why. It looks so much nice. So what I'm going to do is
Mm-hmm.
exactly the same. I'm going to save the image. I'm going to put like ref. I'm
Yeah.
going to go to my Adobe Color Wheel website.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'm going to do the color extraction. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is your language?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Okay, so
Yes,
I'm
it's
going to put here
mine.
in where you can feel familiar.
But for
So
you, it's okay.
here
It's
must.
comfortable for you.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I completely remembered the options, so it's not
It's
difficult.
okay.
Yeah,
Thank you
there
very
you
much.
go.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So as you can see, beautiful extraction right now.
Mhm.
So probably the only thing that I'm going to change, to be honest, let me just check the other variations, right? The bright, the dark colors, right? And see which one is working. Definitely this one is working nice, but I would like to have a little bit of this warm,
With
this
an
kind of like
green.
yellow,
Mhm.
yellowish green. Yeah, now the gradient, I mean, looks perfect. What do you think?
Absolutely. I
Yeah,
really like it.
great. So yeah, I'm going to go here, save.
Yeah.
Okay, and now let's work in this concept. So what I'm going to do right now is, of course, customize, like we learned in the previous lesson. Yeah, so go here to line mix. So I would like to create what I can do, for example, for the bedrooms here at the background. Yeah, I'm going to sample this color. I think I'm going to sample this one here and this one here. Yeah, nice. Slightly more warm also. Yeah, nice. Can you see?
Yeah.
And for this one, I'm going to sample, for example, this green.
Mhm.
Yeah, working good, right? Working good. Okay. Now, in order to match better, because I don't want to introduce more lights. I think these two lights is enough for the project. So probably what I can do is I can customize by hand using curves. So I'm going to put a reference in one side, and here I'm going to go to post, and I'm going to use curves.
Of course.
You know,
Mhm.
the curves editor. Okay.
Yep.
So what you can see in the reference? Well, I can see a lot of green, especially in the shadows. I can see a lot of green, and I can see a lot of blue
Special
as
color
well, right?
of blue mixed mid green. Special
Exactly.
color thing.
So rather than go to the greens and increase the greens, it's not going to be a good idea. I'm going to work with a complementary color, the opposite.
Mhm.
I'm going to work with red. And what is going to happen, Xenia, if you pull down the reds? You're going to have
No,
more
I think
green.
it will be correct for us if we go
Yeah,
down.
more green.
Mhm.
Yeah, there you go. Can you see? Now I'm having the same green. Now also I'm going to add a little bit of blue in the shadows. So go to the
Mhm.
blue,
Yeah.
give it a little more blue to the shadows. Yeah, like this. And there you go.
Of
Simple
course.
as that.
Yeah, but it's absolutely another mood, another feelings about this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, super filmic.
Super
Super
filmic.
filmic.
Yeah, absolutely
Yeah,
correct.
what can I say? Yeah. I'm taking the color from this beautiful green exterior night at the deck, and I'm trying to copy the same in an interior. How crazy is that? Yeah, how crazy is that? But it is possible. Can you see?
Mhm.
It is possible. Yeah,
Absolutely.
it is possible. Yeah, there you
I really
go.
like it. So cool.
Yeah, it's simple, right? Technically speaking, it's simple. What is the
Mhm.
challenging part? It is be creative. Create here the right, well, in a way to say, the right lining concept, right? Because
Mhm.
it's so
This is
easy,
the most
change
difficult.
my mind. Yeah, it's so easy, change my mind and do like this. Who can tell you is wrong? Or I don't know, go to the right, feel right, and I'm going to copy this green here. I'm going to drag and drop this green here on the right. And I'm going to add more. Yeah. Who can tell you is wrong or who can tell you is good? Nobody can tell you because it
Mhm.
depends on your personal taste and how creative are going to be your lighting concepts. Can you see?
Yeah.
Nobody can tell you, Xenia, this is looking wrong or this is looking bad. No, because here you're going to feel a lot of freedom the moment that you designed the lighting concept. Remember, at this point of the course, we are not putting lights in a random way. We are not guessing anymore.
I think the most
Yeah,
difficult is to have good design, good shape of the architecture, to create all
exactly.
these things.
That is
This
the
is the
difficult
biggest work,
part.
yeah. So and good
Yeah,
colors.
exactly. That is the how do you say the struggle, right?
Mhm.
That is the struggle. But anyway, with practice, actually, you are going to see that it's just a matter of practice, reach these kind of results directly in the buffer.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, no Photoshop, no nothing, as you can see. So it's working pretty good.
Mhm. Absolutely.
And that's it. What do you think? Super, super. This is a very short lesson because it's like the second part of the close-ups.
Mm-hmm. And I need to create
And
actually homework to try to create a really close up.
exactly, you
But you
need
know what I
exact.
think? Maybe to create a new shape that because I have this idea with this panorama windows. I don't know why, but I really would like it. And maybe in this space I will create some close up. I need to think a little bit about it. Not in the bar because in the bar I don't know. It's I think it will not to be so interesting.
It's up to you. It's up to you.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to create like another beautiful new scene, yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
mean that is going to be even better
Yeah.
because your portfolio is going to start to be more interesting, with
Mm-hmm.
more
Mm-hmm.
personal projects. So
Mm-hmm.
definitely, I highly recommend like if you have the opportunity, the time,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, create a new scene, or actually you can use these arc interiors or whatever you think and add it your personal touch, right?
I need to think
So
about it. The next week, maybe I will have 3 days because the project I will finish now. And
okay.
I was create architectural visualization and design things. And actually, thank you very much because without our lessons, for me, it will be no chance to create architectural
My pleasure.
visualization. And
Don't worry, it's my
I
pleasure.
created
And remember,
actually by the dusk
yeah.
time how you was teach me to get for them like a gift for the dusk times. I was so happy about it with a
Oh,
lot of
that's
lights
great.
and garden. So I was really happy about
That's
it.
great. Yeah, it's what can I say? It's more about open your mind to new possibilities. For example,
Absolutely
yeah,
correct.
we study, for example, the color extract, but probably you never thought that it's going to be possible to apply the color extraction
No.
at this point in line
Mm-mm.
mix, right?
No, no,
Because
it
there is
wasn't
no
about.
gradients, maps, or whatever. But yeah, somehow it is possible to do like an adaptation of the color extraction technique that you learned in the previous lessons.
Absolutely cool.
So my
Absolutely
best
cool.
advice, my best advice for you and all my students is always the same. Don't follow the manual.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you follow the manual, pretty much there in the manual there is no creativity techniques,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right? So just try to open your mind and mix and test and experiment and feel freedom, feel I don't know. You need to feel curious about what is happening if I mix this that Santi was teaching me and I mix this that I like it. What is going to be the result? That is basically what is going to create allows you to create a very unique style, like you told me at the beginning of the lesson. Yeah, these images looks like Santi images because has this mood, has the fog, the light, the
Yeah,
filmic
it's
approach.
really true.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You can do the same. You can do exactly the same when you start to experiment more. Yeah, when you
I
start to
understand.
experiment more, you are going to be able to create your own and unique style.
Mm-hmm.
That in the next couple of years, when a person see an image, they go, oh yeah, that is the work of Xenia. Yeah, because I can see these, that. Xenia loves to create these kind of images, so yeah, I can recognize. Yeah, but as I mentioned before, if you want to do that, is a lot of experimentation. Mix the techniques. Try to discover. Try to be creative in the way that you're working.
Santi, you are
That
a
is
god
my
of
best
composition.
advice.
At the first, it's absolutely true. You are a god of composition. You are a god about, okay, about the lights we don't speak because you are a teacher about the lights, but composition is absolutely correct. All the records and all architecture points and everything by the design, how you created. Because I saw your works, I'm looking for them
hmm
with a lot of details. And I know that
hmm
for me, it's really crazy and hard work for this. I create me crazy. I'm like a crazy coming every time for the office. I like, oh my god, it's so schwierig, it's so difficult. And I think, it's amazing. And now,
Cool.
of course, it's look like it's. I think that it was really a lot of work by yourself, but I think you have a big talent for this point. It's
Oh,
absolutely
thank you very
true, and
much.
I'm sure about it
Thank
because
you
it's
very
not
much.
possible. Not only practice can
I
to
think,
create
to be
things.
honest, what really helped me to improve composition was start to do photography by
Photography,
my
yeah,
own.
you said.
Bought my camera and start to practice a lot of photography. That basically makes me improve a lot my composition approach. I know that the camera in 3ds Max pretty much is a virtual camera. I understand
Mm-hmm,
that,
mm-hmm,
but it's nothing that can replace a real camera. When you start to play with real camera, it's another feeling, another sensation. It's something completely different. There is no even similar to work with the camera of 3ds Max. And I highly recommend
I have,
if you
and
want
I
to
open it.
improve. Yeah, if you really want to improve all your composition and skills, start to take pictures. Start to take pictures, even with your phone, because believe me, it's not about the fancy things. It's not about the big camera and the lenses and things like that. You can create amazing pictures. You can take amazing pictures only with your phone. So what you need to do more is uh, like it's not experimenting, but it's try to think in different I don't know how to say in English. It's like a never keep your first ideas. Okay, you go out. I
Mhm.
saw your photos that you take in the nature are really good. So when you go out, just try to be creative in the way that you're going to take the pictures. What happens if I put the camera from this point of view? Don't take the
That's what I
picture
need.
in the
It's
same
absolutely
way
true.
always.
It's absolutely true because it's my big problem. It's
Yeah,
automatically
yeah,
tip, tip, tip,
always
tip, 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 1 million of pictures and exactly same
exactly.
basic composition.
Exactly. So don't
It's
don't
terrible.
take it in automatically. Always take your time. What happen if I put my camera close to
Mm-hmm.
the floor? What happen if I put my camera here above, or if I go in a higher place and I put my camera from this point of view? So try to be creative in the way that you take the pictures. That is going to allow you to improve a lot your composition. But if you are taking, just you are walking in a beautiful place and you just take your phone and take the pictures. I mean, everybody can do the same,
Mm-hmm.
but it's
Absolutely true.
different but it's different when you take the time. You move the phone in different positions. You put it up, you put it down, to the left, to the right, until you find absolutely a nice and beautiful spot, a beautiful point of view to take the picture. When you start to do that, you are going to start to do the same in 3D. You are not going to be predictable in 3D. You are going to take more time in order to generate the composition. It's automatically, believe me. If you can do it in real life with a real camera or a telephone, you can do it inside 3D. Yeah,
Understand perfectly.
that is my
Thank
best
you so
advice.
much. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think this is my
that is
biggest
my
problem that
advice.
everything is automatically more, and it's absolutely correct how
Yeah,
you
and
said.
and it's like a bad habit that a lot of people has. And actually, sometimes I also have the same bad habit when I'm walking, I don't know, for a place and I'm in a hurry. Yeah, I'm not going to take all the time of the world in order to take the picture. And I just take my phone, take the picture, and keep walking, keep walking. Yeah, I understand that. But if you want to really improve, that is my best advice. Okay, try to be creative in the way that you're going to take the pictures. Don't do it automatically.
I
Okay,
understand. Yep,
fantastic, Xenia. Well, the homework you already
big
know.
one
So
actually, actually big one.
yeah, a big one. But let me show you
Mm-hmm.
this. This is the homework from one of my current students.
Yep.
His name is Alan from Mexico, but he lives in Miami. And
Mexico lives in Miami. Not bad.
yeah, yeah, not bad. And what is Alan?
Mm-hmm.
You can do the two homeworks at the same time. So this is the homework that Alan creates for the lighting concept,
Excellent.
for the natural
Mm-hmm.
lighting concept,
Oh,
right?
so cool.
A really nice old room. So if you have this one, you can do close-ups and you can
Uh-huh.
do line mix at the same time. You can mix
Uh-huh. That's what I
line
mean.
with
Mm-hmm.
close-ups. So you don't have to repeat, sorry, you don't have to do two homeworks. No, you can do one homework
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
do the close-ups and play with line mix.
Exactly same place. Yep.
Yeah, exactly in the same composition. Yeah. So for example, I really
It's
love this
amazing.
composition that he sent to me. Sorry, this one.
Whew.
It's beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah. Or this one also, super nice.
Where he was found all this per look at this.
These models?
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's
Actually,
crazy.
I forget. I forget to ask him where did he buy or download
Yeah,
because
because look,
here,
everything is amazing. It's impossible. For example, in my web address that I'm using every time to found this old window or something like this, only if texturing by yourself and to create texture by Photoshop, because it looks so amazing everywhere.
yeah,
Very cool.
yeah. The material,
Absolutely realistic one.
yeah, looks really nice. The materials, yeah, the colors, the saturation, the lower amount of saturation looks really
That's what I
natural.
mean. And this is one of it's important, very important point.
Yeah, yeah,
And after it's
definitely,
looking
definitely.
amazing because it's absolutely
Yeah,
realistic one, and you're thinking, yeah, it's a real
yeah.
place.
Probably the chairs are the only things that looks too much new, in my opinion.
You
I
think so?
also,
It's need to be a little bit cut
yeah,
by the paint for the top or somewhere.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, the chairs must look a little bit more old, right?
Yeah.
More old with
With
no
the,
paint in some areas or dirties or scratches,
yeah.
right? Yeah, the table looks okay. The books looks old. The television, of course, looks old. Everything is in the same style. But in my opinion, the chairs looks too much new. In my opinion, probably he need to. And I told him, yeah, you need to like make improve the material from the chair and make it look more old, like vintage if you want, or more old because looks too much new, right?
I
That
understand
is the
what you
only
mean.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for the like last point by their amazing picture to say that it's a perfect one.
Exactly, exactly. That
Oh,
is the idea.
looks
This one looks
very
perfect.
cool.
This
Yeah,
one looks
absolutely.
perfect.
No
It's
question, really.
absolutely look has this painting style, has this it feels like a painting, like a beautiful how do you say? It's one
Santi, I
second
need to be honestly.
because
If you will show me this picture and you will not to say that it's create
it's a
somebody
render,
another
right?
one. No, I was sure that you create this picture. I need to be honestly because if
Oh
you
really? No, it's from
yes, because
it's
I'm
from
looking
my
and I think
student.
the mood is a little bit similar. How you
Yeah.
prefer? And I think if you will not to say me, I will never to know about it. I can really to believe
Do
that you
you think?
created.
Yeah, it's kind of close to my style, I guess, right?
Yeah, a little bit with flowers, not about you, but in other things. Yeah, possible. By the light.
Oh, was like looks like looks like an old painting style, you know?
Absolutely correct. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not like a photo. It's not
Mm-hmm.
like a filming. It looks like a painting style. And that's pretty cool. That is
Absolutely.
absolutely pretty cool.
Absolutely. Well, it's no comments
Great,
work.
great, Xenia.
No comments work.
Yeah, exactly. That is what I did. I just make a little bit of suggestions here and
I
here,
understand.
but nothing really. Actually, it's not a correction. It is a suggestion because it's not wrong. It's a suggestion. Yeah, it's not something that is wrong. Okay, okay,
That's
Xenia. So
awesome.
basically, now you know what is the homework is
Yeah.
about.
Mm-hmm.
So try to practice, try
Yeah.
to complete the close-ups homework
Mm-hmm.
plus the line mix,
Mm-hmm.
and see you. And the next week is going to be our final lesson about post-production. How to
Uh,
apply post-production to these
when you will say,
images.
yeah, absolutely no problem, because I think for this homework I will take time, so it's kind of problem. When you will say, we will have a lesson. It's no problem.
Yeah,
When it's
sure,
not
sure,
time
no
or when
problem.
you're too much busy, it's kind of problem for me. It's no problem. I
Great,
mean,
great, fantastic,
okay.
fantastic, Xenia.
Thank you so
Have a good
much.
night.
Have a good
Welcome,
night.
welcome. Have a good
Thank you very
night. See
much.
you.
Bye
Bye.
bye. Bye bye,
Bye.
Santi.
Bye.
Thank you.